And basically his whole life has been roaming, and he's never been settled down anywhere. And basically, Webster Tarpley is pointing out on the Alex Jones show how he basically has the description or the profile of a spy.
Yeah.
And nobody knows exactly what's going on right now. It's just this situation is really suspect. And one thing that a lot of people have pointed out is the fact that this guy... I could have his name wrong. I know his last name is Assand.
Yes, it is. No, it's Julian.
Julian Assand. He denigrates 9/11 truth, and he basically says that conspiracy theories annoy him. And that's something that, that stinks like rotten fish. I'm sorry. Because basically what he's saying is the conspiracy theories that aren't on Wikipedia annoy him.
Yeah, or WikiLeaks. Yeah.
I'm sorry, WikiLeaks, of course, yeah. But... yeah, that's really shady. I agree.
Yeah, like only his theories. That is shady.
I could understand the no comment response or the I don't really, that's not my bag.
Right.
But the that annoys me, and basically the tried and true liberal bullshit routine of saying well, that's just a diversion of resources and energy. They're wasting their time worrying about this fiction of, 9/11 not being perpetrated by these hairy terrorists who took these planes over. Like, basically...
Well, right. And you know what? Like, for me, a lot of it comes down to... just questioning. Like, even if, let's just say, straight up off the bat, that we're completely wrong and a bunch of hairy terrorists flew planes into a building.
Right.
But the fact is that we were just like, wait, you know what? From, what we've seen, what we've researched, something doesn't quite add up. Let me investigate this further. Instead of just buying right in and being like, anything, whatever you say, no, that's bullshit, shut up, like, I don't want to hear that. That's almost like puppetry. Like, it's not even... It really is,
yeah. It's, it makes a mockery of any real discourse or real debate. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not retarded, so I do know what it sounds like when two people really do debate. And I know that what they're doing is some sort of smoke and mirrors routine where it's like, it's diversion, it's denigration. Like, oh, that annoys me. These people, they're not paying attention to the real things that are going on. They're based there, they're off in a fantasy world. It's really not true, because scientifically speaking, I'm sorry, friends, but the facts do clearly demonstrate that 9/11 was an inside job.
Right, exactly.
Grow up. I'm sorry.
And that's the thing, like, that it's classic. It's classic diversion. It's almost like, because you know what, like, and there's a tendency too where, like, like if he's just like, like, stop ignoring the quote unquote real issues and focusing on this, and you're like, oh, but these are, and like, you tend to become more impassioned, and while they're not, and then it makes you look uncredible, discredible, I don't know, and then so then you're just like, no, wait, no, this is what we should be paying attention to, and then they're just like, no, you're not, you're wrong, you're not paying attention to the right thing, and then
that's what a lot of people suspect is the mind game going on right now, because WikiLeaks, I keep wanting to say Wikipedia,
the more popular of the wikis,
and the whole trick with disinformation is and propaganda of this nature is you do give a lot of valid information, like that video they released a couple months ago. It's an authentic video, and it is effective, and it's real, and that is what happened, and people should respond to that accordingly. So you do give a certain amount of real information, but then it's that it's also tinged with the propaganda.
Right.
Like, for example, there's some name dropping of Osama bin Laden in these 90,000 documents, talking about how he's still alive and at large, and we just haven't searched hard enough. That's why we didn't find him. And also demonizing Pakistan, which may or may not be true. I don't know, but well,
it's like what's that saying? There's some saying about like like the devil will quote scripture to suit his needs, or some kind of like nonsense, but it's kind of like that.
Savage Rock School is a nonprofit teaching center dedicated to showing kids and adults how to rock. At Savage Rock School, you can learn a variety of different instruments, styles, and techniques to further your knowledge of music theory and application. And in Savage Rock School's Right Now recording studios, you can lay down up to 16 great tracks in full 24-bit resolution. The rates are low, the quality is high. Engineer and instructor Mike Britt will create a sound that's just right for you. thanks to over 10 years of professional experience and a fabulous collection of state-of-the-art microphones and audio production equipment. Right Now Recording's flexible methods and philosophies can shape your sound just the way you want. Learn music and make music at Savage Rock School, located at 7 South Black Horse Pike at the intersection of Route 168 and Church Street in Blackwood, New Jersey. Search for Mike Brick on Facebook or call him at 856-217-4742. That's 856-217-4742.
Hate American, want to kill Americans. Well, on some level, that is true.
Right.
However, you're not seeing what's called the whole picture. You see, like, it's really about that. You have to step back.
And I wonder too. Like, I don't know, with our and maybe because there is a slippery slope with all of this that you can get caught up to, because your brain will start connecting dots that aren't really there.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, sometimes I think with disposable culture that we have now, and like that ridiculous fact that, like, you know, Americans specifically, like, we have like a 6-month memory. Like, we don't remember anything that happened 7 months ago.
Right.
Like, we have a very live in the now, like, mentality.
And these people know that, and they play the media.
Right, exactly.
Because
like,
of that.
Right, like things like, you know, not even realizing that Osama bin Laden was on our payroll fighting the Russians, and then now all of a sudden he's, you know, our enemy, and, like, you know, not even being, because we forgot all about that. You know, like, we're like.
I mean. Earlier today, I was listening to someone raffle off the different reasons that we've told ourselves about why we're in Afghanistan. At first, it was kind of a vague retribution for 9/11.
Right.
Because at the time, everybody in the ground, I don't care who you are, unless you're literally Alex Jones broadcasting about or William Cooper broadcasting about how you suspect that it was all bullshit before it even happened. You know, everybody thought when that went down, okay, terror, like, not terrorists, but whoever did that, we got to do something about it.
Right, exactly.
And that's basically the initial cause for the Afghanistan war. Then it turned into freeing Afghanistan from the Taliban.
Right.
You know,